Why do questions fall away? Inquiring minds need to know. I don't actually know, but let's tell a story. So-called seeking is often compared to a dream. There is a traversing of the dream and an assumption that the dream is real. We look around and see dream characters chiseling their best dream from marble. We are innocent, naive, and vulnerable. So we do what is natural and obvious. Begin chiseling to forge a statuesque vision of ourselves and our legacy here. The work is grueling. The lingering, judging faces ever loom. The collective pressure of peers is heavier than the marble. This is a dream of suffering. A fevered nightmare that has not been seen for what it is. There are secret pockets of lucidity here. Somewhere in the wilderness of shadows. And some few dream characters sense there is something else. They drop their chisels and mallets and begin a journey to escape the matrix of trials and tribulations. And although they left their tools behind, they don't forget to bring their most valued tool, mind. Suspecting this is but a dream, and dragging the dream with them on their search for lucidity. Fantasizing about drinking of the quenching waters in a deep, dark well, and the certainty it will offer. The mind is given so much value, closely guarded. It never leaves our side. We believe nothing can be found without my precious contents of mind leading me. We are taught that all things worth having are results of having a strong mind, and we trek on, wading through the unforgiving rivers. We never suspect the mind as the source of the dream. Not really. Until we do, or something does. We stop walking, look down at the dominant hand that is forever clenched, holding the mind in its utter desperation, having exhausted all known paths. We let go and watch the mind fall from its prestige down the well of unknowing. What is seen in the reflection of the water as the mind sinks down and down is that it isn't lost. It's actually still here. But the seeming difference appearing now is lack of identity. The one on the hero's journey is what drowned. The mind remains, yet it is not me. I am something akin to immediacy, if anything. No longer a slave to the mind. The roles have switched. Mind, salt. This never has. Agenda parades about the dream, even still, but never me. Thoughts are innocent. Let them play. Why not? They no longer pose a threat to me. No motivation to alter what isn't happening. For the mind is but an ephemeral paintbrush, harmlessly giving color to this stream. We laugh when the mind whispers to us playfully. Unconditional freedom can seem to search for itself. The mind plays in a field of knowing, stirring the dandelion seeds. It can't experience the unknown. Beautifully so. The mind is happier as a slave to what is. It's free now from the desperation of needing to know why or how. When why or how arises freely, a resounding wave of this booms the answer. Just because. That's good enough for me, the mind says, as it smiles and skips. When the mind was in charge, it carried a great burden of responsibility to mold the dream and find the dream's secrets. It was a tumultuous whirlwind of addiction to itself. A solid center of agency, with the seeming ability to project that agency onto apparent others. But life is without a center. Life is ever unencumbered by the natural patterns it allows. When the mind is seen for what it is, natural, habitual, innocent, automatic, effortless, it's finally allowed to be. Thoughts appear as tumbleweeds in our vision, roaming the dream. Seemingly animated, they come and go. You see them, symbols of this and that. To and fro in liberated wind. Yet this remains, this immediacy. Questions tumble down the trail, echoes in the canyons, pleading for the answers. But they arise not for answers, but to be what they are, meaningless appearances. They search for steady ground so they can exist. Yet this can see the beauty of the question unanswered, ever tumbling, seeking. Thoughts and questions arise like a curious child with bright eyes. They lean into the aching anticipation of knowing the secret. But this reads between the lines and sees that questioning is for questioning's sake only, not for answers. This sees no one has ever sought. Agenda is a phantom, and all there ever was free potentiality to be confused, lost, on a journey. Isn't it beautiful? There is no beauty without tumbleweeds.